YouTube, what's going on? YCMJ here with another tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to create the music video border previews. This is with the image on the top and bottom and the video in the middle like you see right here. You know, just like the type of stuff that WorldStar tends to upload to Instagram and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. The programs you're going to need for this are Photoshop, Premiere, or either Final Cut. I'm not going to show you all how to do this in Final Cut, but I know it's possible. I used to do it. So I'm just going to show you all the gist of creating the actual border for the music video. And you know what I'm saying? You can get that in Final Cut and do everything else you need to do. So I know, well, me personally, I tend to use the same letterbox for every single music video that I do. And if you do this as well, then you're going to go by this method. But if you don't use the same letterbox, or you don't use letterbox at all, I'll just have a link in the actual bio below where you can download my template that I use for my music videos, and hopefully that'll work for you. Like I said, it's different size letterboxing for everyone. I know everyone uses a different size, so mine may cut your video off a little bit or it may work perfectly, but regardless of that, I'll leave that actual download link for my template in the description. So, all right, in Photoshop, what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a new document and make it 1280 by 1280 pixels and 300 on the resolution. And if you have a standard letterbox image that you use on all your music videos like I do, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna import that now. And if not, like I said, you can just go by and use the template that I use in the description. You won't even have to go through all of this. So you import your letterbox or your strips, whatever you use for your video, and you basically drag that back over to the document that we created, the 1280 by 1280. And you know, you just center this, you select both layers. I don't know how much knowledge you all have in Photoshop, so I'm just gonna go by this, like, the dummy way, you know what I'm saying? So you select both layers right here, and then click the center icons right here, make this center. And you select the layer, which is your letterbox. Make sure you highlight show transform controls. And I'm on Mac. I'm not sure what this is for Windows. I haven't used Windows in over like 8 years. But if you're on Mac, you hold the Shift and Option key when you're dragging from the corner, and this is gonna just scale it from the center. And basically what you're gonna do is you're just gonna scale this down to the edges. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you just get it as close as possible. Like I said, it's not gonna make a huge difference if it's a centimeter or so off. So you just scale this down to the edges as close as possible. Boom, you got that. Now your letterbox is centered, and this is just gonna be a little guideline for where your music video is gonna go in the middle, and make sure your stuff doesn't get cut off. So you make sure you're on your actual letterbox layer that you created up here at top, and you select the selection tool, and you select the little white areas on the top and bottom. So you select those, you grab a paintbrush, and you're just gonna do it black, just like the same color. Make sure you're on the layer, the letterbox layer, as I said before. So you select that, and then you go to deselect, and then you get the selection tool back again. You do the same thing for the bottom one. Grab the paintbrush, color that in black. All right, boom. So now we got our guidelines for our template. So now what you're gonna wanna do is you go through and you find the music video that you're gonna be creating the actual template for, and you go through and you get a few screenshots for it. Like I said, I'm not using Windows, so I don't know the actual command keys to do screenshots. But I'm sure that's something you can go on Google and find, or if you already know how to do it, then you can just do it. And the command for this is Shift Command 3. You hit Shift Command 3 at the same time. Boom. And then you go through and you find another screenshot that you like. Alright, that's a cool screenshot. As I said, I'm not doing this to my best abilities. I'm just showing you how to do it. Boom, so you got your two screenshots. You go back to Photoshop and you open up those screenshots. If you did it on Mac, they'll be on your desktop. You open your two screenshots. You hit the select tool right here, and you basically just crop out. You just go to the edges of the actual screenshot, like that. Then you select your move tool, and you move this into your actual Instagram layout file that you created. So you got one in there, and then you'll do the same thing for the second one. You just grab the selection tool and go from the edges of it. Select the move tool, move that back into your file that you created. All right, boom, you got your screenshots in. So what you're gonna wanna do now is you're gonna wanna scale down your screenshots to the actual guidelines that were created. And if you're gonna scale, make sure you're holding the shift key, and because that will resize it in its proportion that it's in. If you just go like this, it's gonna look stretched. I see a lot of people doing that. Don't do that. Make sure you hold the shift key when you're scaling. That's gonna scale it at proportion. So as I said, you can frame this however you want to do it. It's all about what you like. And don't worry about if it's over the actual guideline, because we're gonna go in and crop it off, like the little edges that aren't on there. All right, so boom, we put that right there, and then we do the same thing for this one as well. Scale it down, make sure you're holding the shift key or shift and option at the same time to scale from the center. It keeps your proportions correct. It doesn't give you that stretch look that a lot of people are doing. All right, so boom, we got those in. And like I said, don't worry about if they're over the guidelines. I'm gonna show you how to crop off the extra parts now. All right, so you got them inside the actual guidelines where you want them. And what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna hold Command, or if you are on Windows, you can hold Control, I believe. And you hold Command or Control, and then you click the thumbnail for the actual guideline layer right here, which we created. And you're gonna see this pop up, and it's basically highlighting where the actual guidelines are. So you select on the top layer. You select on the top layer the top screenshot that you put in, and then you go to select, and then you go to inverse, and then you hit delete, and that's gonna delete all the excess parts that aren't on the actual guideline. And then you go to deselect, and then you do the same thing again. You hit Command or Control on the actual thumbnail for the guideline layer that we created, and then you select the bottom screenshot this time. Then you go to inverse, and then you hit delete, boom, and then you go to select, and then you do deselect. All right, so you got your images in, and now you're gonna go in and add your text. This is however you want to do it. Like I said, I'm just showing you all how to do it. So let's create some text with the title, artist name, whatever you want to put on there, coming soon, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm just showing you how to do it. So boom, we got Ace Haven in there. Ace Haven, that's us, blah, 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 blah. However y'all want to do it, I'm just showing you how to do it. Boom. No, what the hell did I do? Very sloppy job, as I said. I'm just showing you how to do it. Directed by whatever the hell y'all want to put. Coming soon, the World Star, the YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Put that at the bottom. Text layer, however y'all want to put it. All right, boom. So you got your template set up how you want to do it. Make sure you uncheck this eye on this bottom layer, this background layer. So you'll have the transparency right here in the middle. So you got this set up how you want it with the text and the images. You go to File and you save as Ace Haven overlay. Make sure you select the format to PNG. Very important. PNG is the format that you want. You save that wherever you want to. All right, so you got your overlay completed. You open up whatever video program you're on, whether that be Premiere or Final Cut or whatever. open up your actual music video project. Let's see if I even still have that. I probably don't even have that project anymore. Let's just select something that I've already been. Nah, I can't open it. I can't even show y'all that. That's not even done yet. Let's do the Drew P's and Q's. I'm not sure how Final Cut Pro X looks, but you'd more than likely want to do this with the actual video export file of the final. So what you're gonna want to do is, you're in Premiere, you have your sequence with your music video in it, like the final with all your stuff. But if you actually do have the video final file that you exported, you can import that as well, or you can just use the actual file with the files in it, like with the clips and stuff. So you find your little preview overlay that you made, you import it into Premiere. Boom, got it. And you find your music video sequence, the main one with all the stuff that you've done to it, with your edits and your, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. And you select that and you drag it to new sequence. Boom, so you got a new sequence right here. All right, so this is your sequence that you have your whole music video when you drag that into a new sequence. So basically all the stuff in it is nested. So you go to sequence settings and you scale the frame size down to 1280 by 1280. Okay, you hit okay. And then you drag in your preview overlay file right over top of that. And you make this however long you want it. Say you wanted 30 seconds, you go to the 30-second mark and you drag this all the way over 30 seconds. You can go through and find whatever portion of this you want to actually be in the preview. Say you want that. You go in and you chop it right here, right before it ends. Delete the rest. Then you right click on the sequence. Make sure you do this. A lot of people go in and they'll just adjust the size. No, just click on it. Make sure you do this. You right click on it and you go to scale the frame size. Boom, it's in there, the perfect size. The perfect size. Put a little transition at the beginning. You put a dissolve or whatever, however the hell you want to do it. However you want to end this out, however you want this to fade out. If you do want it to fade out, I like to just put a cross dissolve on mine, as well as an audio dissolve, just to fade it out, you know what I mean? Have it fade in. All right, you got it. Render this. All right, boom, cool, perfect, rendered through. Go through the export. I'm gonna show y'all my export settings so y'all can use the same thing, get this real crispy. Name this whatever you wanna do it. Tutorial overlay, fuck it. Tutorial overlay, desktop, save, whatever you want, wherever you wanna save it to. Uncheck your profile, put this on high. Put this on 5.1. This is also a H.264 format. So if you don't see those things, you have to switch to H.264 format first. So you switch to that, you make sure it's 1080 by 1280 by 1280. You go through, you uncheck, you make that high, you make that 5.1. Select render high maximum depth. VBR one pass. Drag your target bit rate up to around 30 or so. Make sure you have use maximum render quality checked, and then boom, you hit export. So after this is all exported, To get this to your phone, if you have an iPhone and you're on a Mac, you can simply just use the iMessage app on the Mac and text this to yourself. But if you don't have an iMac or you don't have an iPhone, what you can do is you can just upload this file to Dropbox, and you can just download the Dropbox app, and you download the file straight from the Dropbox app to your phone, and it'll work perfectly. It'll come to your phone the exact quality that you exported it, and that's how you get it there. So basically, man, that's how y'all do it. It's endless possibilities with this. Like I said, when you're creating your preview, you can even put text over the actual open part where the video is supposed to be, and that'll go over top of the video. It's endless possibilities, man. This is just a simple tutorial. You can do this however you want. But yeah, man, that's it. If you like the tutorial, make sure to like it, comment, and also subscribe. And I'm gonna check you out on my next video tomorrow. Peace.